Because we now have Stitch Fix subscriptions where we have personal stylists. I'm going to tell you guys all about it. It's super cool. Basically, this is going to change your lives. First of all, it's making Erik wear suits.
Your fashion lives.
Yeah, it's going to change your fashion life. So basically, Stitch Fix offers clothing hand-selected by expert stylists for your unique size, style, and budget. It's a completely different and fun way to find clothes that you will love to wear. Every piece is chosen for your fit and your life, and it's the easy solution to finding what makes you look and feel your best. You try on pieces at home before you buy, keep what you love, and return what you don't. Stitch Fix has free shipping, easy returns and exchanges, and a prepaid return envelope is included, which makes it really easy. If there's any pieces you don't like, just throw it in the envelope and send it back.
It is really easy because they send you like a box, and then you could just if you didn't like it, you just put it back in the mail.
Yeah, it's amazing. And guess what, guys? There's no subscription required. You can try Stitch Fix once or set up automatic deliveries. You'll pay just a $20 styling fee for each box, which gets credited toward pieces you keep. And there are no hidden fees ever. Stitch Fix has styles and clothing to fit any occasion for women, men, and kids. They ship all over the US and they're available in the UK as well. Like I said, we love it. It's really cool to have your own personal stylist. You don't have to think about anything. You just take this cool little quiz online.
You don't have to think about it. You don't have to make decisions.
No, someone just sends you cute clothes and you're done. It's amazing. So you just fill out a quiz once online and your stylist is like, I got you, girl. And then they set you up and they send you cute shirts and then you're wearing suits at 10 p.m. on a random
this
weeknight.
Shirt legitimately is from that, by the way.
That's so cool. Yeah. So get started today at stitchfix.com/relax and you'll get 25% off when you keep everything in your fix. That's stitchfix.com/relax for 25% off when you keep everything in your fix.
That's a lot.
That's a lot, guys. stitchfix.com/relax. Go check it out.
What's their jingle?
Check it out with Stitch Fix. Stitch fixing your clothes.
Again, if I heard that in the car on the radio, I'd be like, yeah, that's a good jingle.
Thanks.
Colleen.
Yes, that's my name.
Did I do that right? You recently had a crazy, bizarre milestone to me because I'm the kind of person that's more private and I'm uncomfortable sharing too much about myself personally on social media or whatever. 365 days in a row of a thing called vlogging.
Okay, vlogging is not like my name where you can just pronounce it differently. Almost 365 days. I think I skipped a few days there.
Why do you do that?
Why did I vlog every day for a year?
I'm interested in what.
Well, I have been doing this thing called YouTube, where I've filmed my life on the internet for over a decade. I started doing YouTube before YouTuber was a word. I started doing YouTube before you could get paid. Before Google bought it. I've been on YouTube for way longer than I remember when the first people got 1 million subscribers or 1 million views. That was such a big deal. And now it's for example, when people got 1 million subscribers back in the day, it was such a huge deal. Everyone would talk about it. Everyone was like, you had 1 million subscribers. Everyone would talk about it online. Now it's so common and it's no one knows. I don't know. There's so many people who have 1 million subscribers. It's not a big deal at all. But you used to be able to
Why is that? Because there's more people watching YouTube or there's more people?
Well, there's more people watching YouTube. There's more people who know how to be content creators and are making content.
Oh, yeah.
And YouTube is just so huge now. Whereas back then it was it was popular, but people it was not normal to film your life and put it on the internet back then. 10,
we're now
14 years ago,
normal,
it was
almost.
Yeah, it's very common. Back then you were made fun of when you did it. And so it was a big deal, when you hit 1 million subscribers. But to the point, shut up. But to the point now where this channel hit 100,000 subscribers, you get a plaque when you get different milestones on YouTube. So when you hit
Sorry. Pause. Mm-hmm. Did you just say I get a plaque?
Well, maybe.
What is that? Wait, no. Don't take this away from me.
I know. Listen. So I haven't told you about this yet. But today I found out something that was shocking. So when you are a YouTuber, every time you hit a certain milestone of subscribers, you get a plaque. So you get the 100,000 subscriber plaque, you get a 1 million subscriber plaque, there's a 10 million subscriber plaque, there's more, but I'll never hit those. So I was like, I got to go get this plaque. Now, how it used to be is you just go on your channel and you'd in the back end,
I'm not going to like the end of this story, am I?
It's crazy. So on the back end, you like go in and you like fill out like, oh, I hit my number, so send me my plaque. And then they send it to you, and it's epic and huge, and they're hefty, the ones I have from many years ago. Well, now, first of all, they changed them because so many people started hitting these milestones. They're like, we can't afford this. So now they're like kind of dinky, no offense. They're kind of lame looking. But also, I went to like try to fill out where I always have gone to get these plaques, and it wasn't there. And so I like searched it, and it said, now how it works is YouTube will let you know if they think you qualify for a plaque. So even if you've hit 100,000, it says we don't give everyone who's hit 100,000 subscribers a plaque now. We look at your channel.
You're kidding.
If you've hit 100,000 subscribers. And then if we think you deserve a plaque, we'll let you know.
Don't call us. We'll call you at our discretion.
Isn't that crazy? So anyway.
Give me that plaque.
Anyway, that was besides the point. I don't remember. Oh, your question was, why did I vlog every day? And I went into this plaque discussion. But basically, I've been vlogging and filming my life for such a long time. And every once in a while, I will choose to vlog every day. And so I vlog every day at like holidays times usually, because life is kind of hectic. Usually I'm touring and traveling and hanging out with my family and friends a lot, going to events. So whenever there's like big things like that in my life, is when I have vlogs.
Right. It makes sense like when you're like on tour and all that stuff, because it's like, really interesting.
I feel like it's interesting and like, oh, I'm going to be on Jimmy Fallon, or I'm going to go on my book tour, or I'm going to, my TV show's coming out, or I'm going on this big tour to Australia. Like, I'm like
normal everyday stuff.
These are things I want to vlog for myself to watch later. And I feel like my audience would be excited to see the behind the scenes of these things. So, March of last year, I was like, well, I'm touring this month. I was writing a movie with my brother. It looks like it was going in the direction of happening. It's not now. But there were a lot of exciting things that were going on. And I was like, I want to document this month. I think it'll be a fun month to document. And the other half of it is that I feel much more connected to my audience when I vlog every day. So that's how I was feeling last March. It was going to be a fun month. And I also was feeling disconnected. So I was like, let me vlog every day just this month. Let's see if I can do it.
Aware to any degree that like the pandemic was going to start and was going to be
not a chance,
as much of a kind of shutdown event, for lack of better words, like because you started kind of vlogging right at the time.
I didn't think it was going to be a thing. Erik did. Erik was like, this is a pandemic. This is going to be bad. And I was like, not a chance. No way. Everything's going to be fine.
Yeah, you thought it was crazy.
I was that idiot who was saying, it's just the flu. Like a total idiot.
This is at the very beginning.
Like the beginning of March. I was so ignorant. And, I was just like, it's probably the flu. I didn't know much about it. I didn't want to know much about it. I didn't want to believe that it was an issue.
I had listened to like one podcast from the New York Times that had like an epidemiologist on it. And I was like, I remember having a full blown panic attack and going into that morning being like, this is going to be really bad. And you're like, no, it's nothing. I'm going back on tour.
Yeah. So I went on tour to Grand Rapids, Michigan. And I remember at my VIP meet and greet with 200 people, I was like, guys, I can't hug you today because apparently there's like this flu going around, so we can't hug.
Only passes through hugs.
And so I gave everyone side hugs.
It doesn't pass through side hugs.
So, but I remember being so upset that I couldn't hug everyone. And anyway,
I can't believe you didn't catch it.
I know, and that was my last show. But I got home from my trip to Grand Rapids, and immediately, like, the shutdown happened, and everything was canceled. And I was like, oh my gosh! And then I had to make the decision. Do I want to keep vlogging this month now that we're in the middle of a global pandemic? Or at that point, we were calling it a global health crisis. No one was calling it a pandemic yet. Like, everyone was too scared. We were calling it a global health crisis.
Yeah.
Or I'm just going to be stuck at home. And I decided, you know what? This is such a crazy event in history. I feel like I'm going to want to see this. I thought at the time, a couple months from now, it'll be so interesting to look back on this time where we were all freaking out about this virus.
Because for us, it's like our home movies,
right?
A little bit.
So anyway, that's how it started. And then every month I was like, I don't think I'm going to do it. And then I just kept going. And then it was a year that I've been vlogging every day. So, it's been a really like wonderful experience, and it's helped me a lot through like some of the bigger challenges I've had in the last year, I think.
Yeah,
for sure.
How much longer are you going to keep doing it?
I think I'm going to taper out because I can't just cut it off cold turkey. I think that would be too hard Cause like it's now a part of my life.
It's a lot of work, right?
It's a full-time job. Like it's a lot of work, but I want to be able to get back to focusing on other types of videos and writing other projects with my brother again. And, getting other stuff in the works.
Where does the word vlog come from? It's just
a blog, but it's a video form.
But they just took the V.
Yeah, from video. Mm-hmm. It's a video blog.
Vlog. Mm-hmm. That would be a horrible name for a child.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it would. Let's not name a kid. Well,
like it's a name. It's a bad name for like a medium. Like why vlog?
It is a weird word, but
Like I feel like we should be on Netflix being like, what's this weird documentary about vlogging? What's vlogging? You know what I mean? Like it's like some sort of like
there are some of those
Swedish dance or something.
There have been those. It used to be weird to vlog. It used to be weird to be a YouTuber, and now it's like the cool thing. Now kids are like, I want to be a YouTuber. I'm like, girl, do you know that when I was starting,
were before that word existed?
Yes, YouTuber didn't exist. You couldn't there was no such thing as like, what do you want to be when you grow up? A YouTuber, because you didn't make money doing it. It wasn't a thing. And even when I was starting to make money on it, people were like, well, what are you going to do for a real job? Like everyone made fun of it. And now it's like I want to be a YouTuber when I grow up. YouTubers used to be the people who were made fun of, and like they were the weird people, and they found a place where they could go put themselves out there on the internet. And they were the weird ones because they were willing to put themselves out there on the internet. And
who are they now?
Well, now most of them aren't doing it anymore. Like, so for example, like now it's cool. Now the popular people are the kids that would have bullied me in high school are the ones who are famous now on YouTube and TikTok. Whereas when I started, those people would have made fun of us for being on YouTube.
So interesting.
And now they've taken it over because the people who are popular, like the most popular girl on YouTube when I first started rising to like popularity on the platform was Grace Helbig, who's hilarious and
I've met her.
Incredible.
She's funny.
I love her. And, she's super talented, super funny, but she was quirky. She was popular on YouTube, one of the most popular YouTubers because she was quirky and different and weird and awkward. And she's like, I'm like your awkward big sister, like that was kind of her gig. And so we put ourselves out there on the internet, and like-minded people would find our videos and be like, oh, finally someone who's like me. And like, oh, this is another awkward person who's popular. Like, it's cool to be awkward and weird. Like, okay. And now it's
like the quote unquote cool kid, like the jocks and the cheerleaders are like the ones.
Now that's how I feel about it. That's how I feel. Yeah.
Yeah, like, maybe. I don't know. Yeah.
But
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Like either way, if either, like I'd never.
Right. Yeah, no, I know. But and maybe I'm wrong, but like back then there was only a handful of people. And
you guys are all friends?
Yeah. And then Vine started to become a thing. And then Viners switched over to YouTube. The more popular YouTubers and YouTube became, the more people came on there. And now it's very oversaturated. I could not tell you, there's probably so many people who have millions and millions of subscribers. I couldn't tell you any of them except for the ones that like grew to popularity at the same time as I did. But now, like, I feel like no one knows who I am compared to like all the other popular YouTubers that are out there now. It's just so different now than it used to be.
It's really interesting to me because I wasn't on YouTube at all. I never had a YouTube channel for anything. Never looked at it. I never had a Vine.
Yeah.
Or looked at Vine. Like
Vine was cool.
This should be like a whole episode. Like we should do like a whole.
Like on social media? On my experience
just
or like.
Deep dive. No, I'm interested in like that whole like era of like just your career and everything. Cause like I feel like I met you.
After the beginnings.
After the beginnings, like in this peak to whereas then you got the green light on haters. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's fascinating to me, like all that stuff because I just,
it's just much different now. But
we do have the biggest YouTuber of all time as our first guest. I think
so. Yes, our first ever guest, other than Miranda Sings, of course, to be on this podcast.
On par.
Better than
one of your peers, I would say.
He surpasses Miranda Sings by 1 billion.
It was really fascinating to hear in this interview how like you guys started at the same time.
Yeah, so
the platform.
We recorded this interview a couple of days ago, and it was incredible. So basically, there is a YouTube channel that has incredible songs about all different types of construction trucks that our son and we are obsessed with. Like it's all we listen to in this house. It's so incredible for so many reasons, but the number one reason is it makes our son very happy. And the second best reason is that we love the songs, which is rare that we have the same taste in music as our 2-year-old.
For children's entertainment to cross generational lines.